news, to social media and private conversations, a door may have been opened wide for America to finally and meaningfully discuss her problems. The noise of current debate can seem deafening and senseless, but just as a marriage counselor would advise that a healthy marriage demands open hearts and honest dialogue, so too our country needs the honest and candid dialogue of her people. Trump's election provides us with an opportunity like never before to engage with each other in this way. Living and working in Washington, D.C., I'm only a 6-block stroll from my apartment to my office. This walk takes me down what is called the Lincoln Legacy, where I pass Ford's Theater where President Lincoln was shot, and the Peterson House where he died. Since Trump's election, every time I walk by these places, I think about the noise that led to the Civil War. There was a major question in the country at that time that needed to be addressed, and the nation could no longer continue to ignore it. I think about the intensity of the debate and the emotional investments on both sides of that culture war. The series of Lincoln-Douglas debates in 1858 clarified the sides and moved the nation to choose one. I marvel at how the Trump presidency has forced similar clarifications of the two sides and moved the needle for intense discussion to the front and center of our society. Yes, there is no need to deny that the election of President Donald Trump came with noise. America now had a president who understood that our nation was going in the wrong direction from her founding principles, and that most Americans on the left scorn our founders. America now had a president who understood the dangers of multiculturalism, and his discussions about American exceptionalism were unnerving the diversity clan. America now had a president who understood the virtues of business and how excessive taxation and regulation stymied growth and stagnated the economy, which is antithetical to democratic socialists. But I think the noise is necessary to make America wholesome and whole, and frankly, I believe that the louder the noise gets, the better off we will be as Americans. As Lincoln pointed out in his famous House Divided speech in 1858, our nation could no longer be half free and half slave. Our nation would become all one thing or all the other. But no longer could we be both. I've written Necessary Noise so that 1. You will better understand the greatest threats to America's foundational values and prosperity. 2. You will better understand the unique ways Trump's presidency is working to restore our culture and protect our future. And 3. You will be encouraged to join the debate, and you will have more tools to engage in meaningful and rational discussions with others to broaden the expansion of thought. In writing this book, I have taken a look at some of the data related to our current political and social environment to help us deal with the challenges and contentions that culminated in the election and inauguration of Donald Trump. I hope you will read Necessary Noise with an open mind as I explore how the roller coaster ride we're on is not only aggressively noisy, but uncomfortably necessary for cultural clarity and ultimately for our nation's future. I hope that you will trust me when I say the noise has purpose, that without the presidency of Donald Trump, our country would not be debating the hard issues we are forced to deal with now. For the passionate Trump supporter, I hope Necessary Noise will move you beyond a purely reactionary position regarding the specific issue or two that motivated you to campaign hard for him to be elected, and that you will be patient with others who may still not see what you see or know what you know. We didn't get on the wrong course yesterday, so we cannot turn the ship around tomorrow. I thank God that you knew what you knew and saw what you saw before the Titanic hit the iceberg. For individuals still stunned by the Trump presidency, I hope Necessary Noise will help you understand how the frustrations of our country reached such a breaking point, particularly in the Midwest, where most Americans in our smaller and heartland communities try every day to live by the rules and do right by their family and neighbors, only to wake up one day furious that our nation had spiraled into debauchery, collectivism, and political correctness, and that far too many fellow Americans had devolved into moral relativism and government dependency. Perhaps upon reading this book, you will indulge the unique opportunities that can result after a major argument for America to recapture its moral high ground both spiritually and economically through the disruptive Donald Trump. And for others, I think Necessary Noise will help you understand the why.